So what about lobbying in Great Britain, and what's the difference in the work of lobbyists and political managers in Great Britain and United States? Firstly, in Great Britain it's not so strictly regulation about register your lobbying work. And that's why many voters here in Great Britain understand that politicians must do register about lobbying activities and meeting with companies, with NGOs, and also with foreign agents, because more than 30% here of politicians take money from for example, companies to their political work, for example, on elections. Then can take, for example, free advertising on their district, or they can take free print production, and so on and so forth. So analytics and my colleagues said that more than 30% politicians and political forces take these free gifts actually from lobbyists. So that's why, and after big scandals about British Petroleum and about regulation of their activity outside of Great Britain, so also international activity of inner companies, also questions about dotations, about Siemens company lobbying work here in US, voters and part of politicians want to write new legislative acts about more strictly registration for lobbyists and also for monitoring of lobbying work, and to prevent investing of NGOs and trade unions and so on and so forth to lobbying, to political party work and to work of members of parliament, for example, members from House of Commons. So it's like they voted on some majoritarian districts, and more than 650 people here in Great Britain Parliament. So that's why on one hand it's quite stable structure, because they have monarchs, they have House of Lords, and they have House of Commons. So and House of Lords now it's also community of professionals. It's a long life status for professionals, but they can't, for example, give the status and position in House of Lords to their children. So it's quite progressive thing, but still we have some problems, and needness of new legislation acts here in Great Britain, and also we can find connections with problems in also Germany, where community said that also green energy lobby and also other lobbyists do very huge impact to inner policy. And I think that it's important to know, and it's important to discuss this item in now, because now also they have problems with Brexit and with new proposals about new trade unions. So this is very interesting process, and I think we all taken part in this process also. Thank you, and see you on YouTube channel.